Supremo. Attitude empower sneakers. Attitude empower sneakers. To look that good just ain't that easy. Here's a Mr. Wonderman.
Hello and welcome to Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. I'm Dan, the teacher.
I'm Morg, one of the students.
And I'm Devon, the other student.
And this week, we are resuming and hopefully finishing our journey into Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure Gamebook number 2, Zone Rangers. As far as the only news I'm immediately recalling is today, the gameplay trailer dropped for the Sonic Frontiers update 3. I haven't really seen anything of it. I know it's out there. It is Sonic Frontiers, the Final Horizon. This is let's see if I can quickly find the date. Is it, it's already up. It's already up. I think it actually went up, 20 minutes ago, if I'm reading this right.
No.
So we don't know, so I can't immediately find anyone saying what it's like, but, it's out there. I'm looking at the footage. You play as, hologram versions of, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles, and it looks neat. Amy's got tarot cards. There's Supersonic. I assume this is just sort of like an epilogue story or something. That's pretty good. I'm glad it's free.
Yeah.
I
enjoy when companies don't make you rebuy an entire game.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to pay $9.99 for this. But with that in mind, I think I can move on into the book. So when we last left our heroes, I honestly don't remember, but
Yeah, same.
Were they on a ship or something?
They were on a ship, and I think it crashed.
Yeah,
because we did some shenanigans.
That's right.
To try to catch another ship.
I remember now. We were chasing after a ship. We landed in the ocean, and we climbed out only to be there was a submarine ambushed. Yeah, we were looking for this submarine, or there was a submarine in there at some point, and we've sort of been Sonic and Tails have sort of been ambushed by Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik has ambushed Sonic and Tails.
I wonder if he still has our friends hypnotized.
Maybe. Page 230. Two large robots step out of the throng and lay metal hands on the shoulders of Sonic and Tails. "We'll take them from here," they say, and lead the animals down the smaller of the two tunnels. The tunnel leads into a large, long room filled with computers and machines with flashing lights. At the end of the room is Dr. Robotnik, sitting at the controls of his Egg-O-Matic machine. It has a massive twin-barrel gun fixed to the front, sides, back, and underneath it. There is so much gun that it dwarfs Robotnik. "What's that thing?" Tails asks.
I forgot Tails was British.
Yeah. "It's a zap cannon, my small and insignificant friend."
It has a really bad accuracy, but it will leave the target paralyzed.
Uh-huh.
It's 50-50.
I suggest using a move that lets you lock on, such as lock on.
Get a load of this. Do not move or I shall fry you to your component molecules. That sounds bad, Tails whispers to Sonic. What does it mean? Just don't move, Sonic whispers back. Move all you want, Sonic! shouts Robotnik, who must have overheard. "With the Chaos Emeralds back in my grasp, in a few hours I shall exercise control over Mobius. I tricked you, and you never realized. Ha 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 ha!"
I thought he already had control over Mobius.
Maybe not in this one. I don't know. Well, but probably. I don't know.
Doesn't he have, Sally and Antoine?
No, this is somewhere? UK. Oh, wait. It was Sally and Porker Lewis.
Oh, yeah, UK Porker Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
where the fuck are they?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see them, maybe we won't. Maybe that's not in this route.
Yeah, maybe in this route he just forgot he did that.
Yeah. Over the racket of Robotnik's lunatic laughter, the heroes can hear another voice, still counting backwards. 69, 68, 67, 66. Should Sonic and Tails not do anything? Demand that Robotnik tell him how he's tricked them? Or pretend to be very impressed by Robotnik's cleverness?
I mean, pretend to be impressed.
I mean, I would be.
Yeah. I'd be like, this guy would love to tell me his evil plans.
Mm-hmm. Page 16. With his speeds... Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
This is, it's going back to again. The cats. Fine, whatever. Maybe...
Weird.
At some point, I just have to assume this is how the book was printed. Let's try... Demand that Robotnik tell them how he tricked them.
Nope, that's also broken.
Not do anything.
Sonic hits the ground so fast he loses all his rings.
Oof.
Not do anything?
What the fuck?
What the shit?
Oh my goodness. You know what?
This game might be more broken than we thought.
Oh! Hey!
One of them just takes you back to 16 again!
Wait a minute.
Two of them just take you to the same fucking page.
Hold on.
Oh, they all fucking go to the same route. What the hell?
That's so weird.
For fuck's sake.
I don't know what page would take us to the right one.
I don't think any of them do.
I feel like I'm fucking reading House of Leaves.
Yeah, this all goes back to page 16, which is a completely different story, and by all accounts, it doesn't seem to lead there. So,
that's so weird. Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking dig through these pages and real quick. What the fuck?
I wonder if there's
where we were before 2:30 either. So I'm just kind of like,
yeah. I think if I'm just gonna try to look for the illustration of we all left off on the same page, so hopefully if we just find the illustration, we'll get it from there. Oh, hey, I found one of the pages from last session, so I'm gonna real quick go through that. What if we're in a
simulation and we were all just put here?
Oh, I'm just gonna, you know what? I found a game over, and I'm just gonna read it because it's funny.
What page?
Let's see. Use their ship to ram the submarine, which leads to page 35,
35, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think there would be a game over, but I'm glad I have something I can read.
I've scrolled through a little bit, and there are some game over stuff. I didn't think that would result in a game over, though. You know what, I'll stick with it. Shonix fires the ship's engines and pushes the throttle forward. The spacecraft shoots across the water and rams the massive submarine amidships. A gaping hole appears in it, and it begins to tilt to one side as the water pours in. Sonic, lowercase s, and Tails cheer loudly, then stop as water begins to fill their own ship, gushing in from a crack in the cockpit canopy. Computer! Shouts Sonic. Computer, open the cockpit! There's no answer except for an electrical physic. The water closes over the ship, and it slowly sinks to the bottom of the ocean, Sonic. Far below. Game over. No. So that's something that could happen.
Game over.
I think I ended up I'm very confused, but I'm just gonna keep going off of page 224. Should Sonic and Tails, jump from the cockpit to the red ship, or abandon their ship and swim towards the submarine?
Abandon the ship and swim towards the submarine?
Yeah. The two animals...
because in this one, Sonic can swim.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's good.
Good for him.
For him. On page 6, the two animals dive into the swirling ocean. Behind them, the ship fills with water and sinks with a gurgle. None of the robots are paying attention to them. They're too busy carrying the Chaos Emerald down the submarine. The swim is further than it looks, and by the time Sonic and Tails haul themselves onto the submarine, the robots have disappeared inside it with the emeralds, and the hatches were closed. One gold ring lies there. Write it down. There is a hiss as air bubbles from around the submarine, and it begins to sink. It's sinking! Says Tails, stating the obvious. No! It's submerging! Says Sonic. We have to get inside before it disappears! That does
it wasn't obvious.
Uh-huh.
He didn't state the obvious, he stated something wrong.
Let's see. I'm just gonna... Let's see. I'm opening up my vital statistics page. And I'm just... apparently we have... Sonic... We apparently ran out of rings last time, so Sonic has one ring now.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah. Popping open the reader again so I can... Alright. So, we can... If Sonic has picked up a crowbar in his travels, he can use it to prise the hatch open. I don't see a crowbar in here, but we could always cheat. Otherwise, he and Tails can use their brute strengths to force the door open, or they can be polite and knock.
Knock?
Oh.
If you were in a submarine, slowly descending into the ocean, and you heard a knock on the hatch, what would you do?
I would fucking scream, dude. Like, I don't
know. Fucking be like, oh no, it's fucking over, dude.
Yeah, it's the fuck... we are... If we're still submerging, I would assume it's a person. If I was underwater, I'd think it's a horror monster or something.
The strength
I would assume it's Aquaman.
The strength one's probably a roll. So I
probably.
Yeah, but I don't think we have great strength.
No.
So
I guess we could
not really, no.
Knock or pretend we have a crowbar.
Let's
I'm always going to cheat.
Let's go for the crowbar that we definitely have. Like, maybe
I always had the Killing Joke crowbar.
It's always possible that we did pick up a crowbar earlier and forgot about it.
Fucking remember,
yeah, we had the crowbar.
Yeah, and I just didn't write it down or something. But for whatever case, page 84, the hatch pops open. Sonic and Tails jump in and slam it closed behind them. The submarine is filled with robots, all tending to different complex instruments. The Hedgehog and Fox sneak past them until they come to a cupboard. In here, says Tails. We've got to find out where the sub is going, so I will hide in here until it gets there. The cupboard is cramped, but they do find 6 gold rings, 3 each. The journey seems to last an age, but finally, the submarine stops. I don't know where we are, says Sonic, but I think we're there. What? But I think we're there. The hero scrambles over to the nearest porthole. The submarine has surfaced inside a huge dome. Oh, that's right. We were fucking... We got to like a submarine.
Oh yeah, because I think we got captured in the last one.
Yeah.
And then it brought us here.
Yeah, we got here and it starts, like, counting down.
Maybe that's also a game over, but it just forgot to put something there. That's why we just got led to a completely different storyline.
Yeah, maybe we went to the wrong
page
you died,
to begin
with.
Just pick something else.
Yeah, so we can either leave the sub and swim to the dark, or stay on the submarine to see what happens. I'm gonna go with swim, which is...
Yeah. If we stay, I feel like a robot will find us.
Oh, god damn it.
God damn it!
No!
This is another fucking weird thing.
Who the fuck is Ross?
Yeah, who the fuck is Ross?
Was Ross in the last one? Because this sounds like this is from... Yes, I remember him. He was from last time.
Is he the robot that had like a little chest burster robot pop out of him?
Yeah. Let me try stay on the submarine.
I like that his name is very normal.
Ross the robot. But apparently we will stay on the submarine to see what happens. Through the porthole, the two animals can see the robots unloading the submarine's holds. 2 crates marked Chaos Emeralds. Handle with care. Go ashore first, followed by 5 other unmarked boxes. I wonder what's in those, whispers Tails. Computer parts, declares a voice behind him. It is the small red robot, or at least a small red robot, and it has 5 other small red robots behind it, all carrying unpleasant-looking ray guns. Stoic and nails, says the robot. Come with us. Sonic and Tails are led onto the dockside through the throng of robots unloading the submarine. The animals exchange a glance. It's just possible they could get away from their captors in this confusion. Should Sonic and Tails try it, or follow meekly on?
I mean, I think we have pretty good agility and speed. Maybe we should try it.
Yeah. We both have really good agility.
I think I pressed the wrong thing. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, we're just going wherever, you know? To escape the robots, Sonic and Tails must each roll on their speed to beat Nate. If they fail, continue. If they make it, they realize that they cannot hide on the crowded deck, and they must run down to one of the 2 tunnels. Whatever, I'm not gonna fucking roll for this.
We're Sonic and Tails. We know we're fast enough.
I think we're getting to the point that we're like, I don't know.
We just need to get this done.
But it's like, it sucks because like, there were some like funny little things in here. And like last time, we, like, the pages were mostly in order.
Yeah, now it's just all falling apart.
It's like all over the place, and like a couple
Which
times...
I feel like is fitting, because I feel like when we started, it was pretty together, maybe a few hiccups, but it was pretty together. As we've gone through, it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
No, but like, it's so weird, because like, it feels like sometimes they're on the right pages, and sometimes, like, cause like last time it was the right pages, but the time before that it wasn't, and it's just like, what the fuck?
But I think we even had like a few weird ones last time too. I think this thing is literally falling apart as we go.
Yeah. Yeah, the
like
pages are falling out of the book.
Break down.
Damn, it really is House of Leaves.
It's fucking House of Leaves.
Yeah, dude. So, do they go down the large tunnel or the small tunnel?
What's the difference again, other than size?
Large hole, small hole. Which one was made for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I would argue we are small, so the small one was made for us.
Yeah,
let's go
that's
small
kind of
hole.
what I was thinking.
Yeah. Page 100... Wait a second. This is where we went before.
This is so fucking funny.
100 and what?
Wait, you know what? This is different. This might... Let me see if these options... You know what? These options lead to different options. You know, we've circled back around to pages that actually work, so I guess...
YOLO.
I guess yeah, because this does have a different description. We said,
We did it, folks. We solved the fucking puzzle.
Yeah, Dr. Robotnik's in his Zygomatic. Big gun barrel, fixed to the front. It's a zap cannon, and now he says, "Move, and I shall fry you into flambéed fox." "You don't fry flambés, you burn them," shouts the fox. "Every cook knows that."
Well, I love Tails not knowing what it means to be zapped to molecules, but he does know about the intricacies of flambe.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what a gun is, but he does know what a blowtorch is.
Just like the regular French.
Mm-hmm. "Well, your goose is certainly cooked," replies the mad scientist. "You never realize how I tricked you. Ha ha ha! Ha ha!"
You sounded a little like Squilliam Fancy Pants there.
Yeah, I was trying to go for a crankcore. Over
that
the
sounds
laughter.
a little bit more like Mandark.
Fuck.
His actor was also in an episode of MST3K. He was in Laser Blast. I remember just popping open that episode and watching and just hearing Mandark's
like, is that fucking
voice.
Mandark?
Yeah, Mandark's voice coming out of a human man.
I mean, Mandark is a human boy.
He is a human boy, but he's a cartoon.
But he's a cartoon, right?
Over the laughter, Sonic and Tails can hear the voice counting backwards. 69, 68, 67.
I forgot to say this last time, so I want to say
Execute Order 66.
Now that we can actually choose, should Sonic and Tails stand there silently, demand that Robotnik tell them how he tricked them, pretend to be impressed by Robotnik's cleverness, or attack Robotnik?
I demand we pretend to be impressed by his cleverness.
Alright.
That is a real Sonic move, is to be like, wow, so smart.
wow.
That is his move, yeah. He's got... This era of Sonic has fun...
there, how stupid.
Uh-huh. Page 90. Cool, Sonic. That sounds neat. Clever? You wouldn't know clever if you'd stole your pajamas! I didn't send you and your orange friend to the exciting places where I'd placed my beloved Chaos Emeralds by accident. No!
What?
I knew that so-called hero like you would recover them all, and then I could steal them from you with the robots I'd planted on the space station built by my twin brother, Ovi Kintobor. But
What?
you are Ovi Kintobor.
A lot happened in a few sentences there.
It makes sense.
The fuck do you mean
though.
I placed them there by accident, but I knew you guys would just go get them?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I think he said, I didn't send you there by accident. No, I did it on purpose.
Okay, but then if he knows where they are,
why doesn't he
go
just
get them?
That's a good question, you know?
Yeah.
Why risk Sonic and Tails having the Chaos Emeralds? Just go get them.
Yeah, why risk your enemy having them?
It's a classic Robotnik move, I suppose.
Yeah,
You and your orange
I guess
friends
so.
to the exciting places where I'd placed my beloved Chaos Emeralds by accident. What do you mean you placed them there by accident?
I put the emeralds there by accident. I lost
No,
them.
I'm definitely certain that means I didn't send... Those teleporters didn't take you to those places by accident. I think that...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what that means.
Uh-huh.
I do like the idea that he was like,
Whoops.
oops.
Just like, uh-oh.
Oopsie.
Okay.
But you are Ovi Kintobor. Or at least that's what you were until the Chaos Emeralds changed you into Robotnik, says an astonished Sonic. I said, my twin brother, Ovi Kintobor. You want to argue about it? Robotnik asks.
I think he does.
Flicking the switch.
He does, yeah.
He does. That's like what
exactly-
Sonic loves to do.
Uh-huh.
He loves to pester.
He does.
He loves to be a little bitch.
Like he loves to be a little shit.
He does. Robotnik asks, flicking the switch of the zap cannon meaningfully. Sonic shuts up.
It's okay, Sonic. It only has 50% accuracy.
Mm-hmm. As I was saying, continues the Mad Genius, I need 2 agents whose brains wouldn't be scrambled by the mutating effects of the Chaos Emeralds. You 2 are perfect. A blue hedgehog and a fox with 2 tails. The Chaos Emeralds couldn't mute you because you're already mutants.
What the fuck?
Interesting theory, Robotnik.
I guess that's why he didn't go get them, but...
Mm-hmm.
Ivo Robotnik's already a mutant. That thing has already scrambled his noggin.
Yeah.
I thought that was his whole thing.
It already scrambled his eggs. I think he can go get them. Also, he has robots.
Mm-hmm. Right. The robots
just send a robot.
Mutate.
Yeah, send
like,
a
not the fucking CinemaSins, a stupid book, but like...
I'm gonna CinemaSins this Choose Your Own Adventure book for 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna fucking hit that ding.
Tails looks
How
at
annoying
Sonic.
would it be if I added like that fucking CinemaSins ding to a soundboard and played it every time I said something?
Well, your audio wouldn't pick up on the Discord soundboard, but if you had your own soundboard...
If you were the one editing
this, if you were the one editing this podcast, you could put as many dings as you damn well please. That came off ruder than I meant, but I
can't wait until I get a message from you just being like, if you put in one more fucking ding that I have to edit out.
I'm just trying to convince Devon to pick up editing, just to put in dings.
I can barely fucking edit my own podcast. I'm sorry, Dan.
It's cool.
I only have to do it once every like 6 weeks, and I'm like,
Yeah. Listen, everyone listening to this podcast knows how slow the update schedule has been. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
we try our hardest here.
Mm-hmm. Tails looks at Sonic. Do you feel like a mutant? He asks. No, I feel like a snack, Sonic says. He does. Feeling like a snack.
Okay.
Sonic feeling like a snack. Oh.
Feeling like a snack.
Remember that he's a complete lunatic. We can still escape if we humor him. Ha 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 ha! Continues the complete lunatic. In 2 minutes, my beautiful rocket will blast off. Programmed to drop the emeralds you so kindly recovered into every zone on the planet. By morning, I shall control Mobius.
Wait.
What?
He had these motherfuckers go all around Mobius to collect the emeralds so he can shoot them into the sky and then drop them back into random locations in Mobius.
Yep.
I feel like I'm cracking up here.
I don't understand.
He wants them in he wants them in his places, though. He doesn't want them in...
Does he plan on, having them release a signal? What is he doing with them? He doesn't say, I've linked them to my satellite that will mind control everyone. He's just like, nah, I'm just putting them back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fucking Dragon Balls.
The person who wrote this had to... I don't know.
The person who wrote this did not read the page directly before this.
Then maybe they got a little lost in their writing and they just, submitted it hoping they didn't have to get an editor on their ass or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. Sometimes you get lost in the sauce when writing. I'm just like, what's he doing?
So true.
What does Sonic and Tails do? Look around the room, ask Robotnik who will pilot the rocket, or tell Robotnik he's mad.
I mean, I think we should ask who will pilot the robot. So he can be like, it'll be you! And then we'll be like, great.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna pilot this rocket. Page 258. Robotnik's eyes gleam. I'm extremely pleased that you're taking such an interest, he declares. The rocket will be guided by internal gyroscopic computers, designed and programmed by myself. They're absolutely infallible. Now I hear the countdown getting low. He shuts up for a sec. That does remind me. There is this... I need to fucking find this video of, it included that song. It was this weird video I saw in like a decade ago of like a bunch of people in Sonic mascot suits dancing. I think it might have been for like a Brazilian TV show or something.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I would like to, because I know we chose a route and it's fine. I was kind of flipping through the other routes, and on the one where, you, look around the room, you can choose, something that continued Sonic's and Robotnik's argument, which is Sonic says, "You're mad, Robotnik. Your plan will never work." And then Robotnik immediately replies, "Well, you're toast," and then just kills us.
That's great. I'm just gonna look at that real quick.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's basically what he says.
"You're toast," replies Robotnik and fires his zap cannon. He walks over to where our heroes used to stand. My life may be less exciting from now on, but it'll be a lot easier.
That's great.
That fucking rules.
Uh-huh.
They try to incite an argument and he's like, nah.
No.
He's like, no, I have a gun.
Yeah.
I could just kill you easily.
My man's has no guard, apparently.
Yeah. So...
Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
He shuts up for a second, and in the background the voice intones 36, 35, 34. Takeoff is imminent, continues Robotnik, and I'm afraid I have to kill you now. He flicks a switch, and the zap cannon hums into life, energy pulsing through the coils around its barrels. Should Sonic and Tails attack Robotnik or run away? Well, obviously this... Yeah?
I was just gonna say, they're usually the type to attack, but do they have the time?
Let's see what happens if we attack. Oh, that's great. It's a game over.
Woo!
Sonic nods to
Wait, does he
Tails.
also kill you instantly?
Yep.
They're just like, we'll stop you, and he's like, nah.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
Love the amount of times he's just like, no, I just have a gun.
I have a gun and I can blast you with it and you'll die.
I could simply shoot you.
So much for Sonic's super speed, being able to dodge.
Uh-huh.
I mean, sometimes super speed is not enough when I think you're like 5 feet away from the big zap gun.
It's also just really funny how these dust descriptions they don't exist anymore.
They're
yeah, they're not dead. They're not like fucking corpses on the pavement. It's like, no, they just got disintegrated.
I'm also loving this line in this game over. His laughter grows louder and louder until it seems to ring out all over the planet. A planet with heroes. It's Sonic Forces. It's happening 20 years earlier now.
Yeah, it's insane. A planet of heroes. Everyone just said, hey, wait. I don't know who the heroes are because Sally and the pig are still hypnotized.
Yeah.
And I assume that's what he wants the emeralds to do to the rest of the world?
Let's go with Runaway.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away.
Yeah. The heroes yank their arms free of the robots holding them and dash for the exit. Blasts of energy sizzle around their ears, but Robotnik is a rotten shot. They duck into the tunnel and emerge into a huge cavern containing an immense red and black rocket. A gantry stands beside it. What the fuck is a gantry? Is that some British shit? Is this some nautical shit?
Yeah, it's probably some British nautical shit.
Gantry crane.
Or gantry.
That does not help me.
It is an overhead... It's like a bridge crane. It's a crane. Okay, whatever.
Sounds like some nautical nerd shit.
Yeah. The count gets lower. 19, 18, 17. Do they destroy the rocket or get in it? I don't know which one is going to result in a game over. I'm very excited.
I don't think we have time to destroy it. Also, Sonic and Tails are not the strongest.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we would easily destroy the rocket.
Yeah, they're not very well spec'd in strength. Let's try get in it.
Yeah, let's just get in that thing. Hopefully it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Page 55. Sonic
Morg, I'm going to be very honest with you. I chose this because I did skip ahead a little bit. If we try to destroy it, we will die.
Oh, good, great.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. I was just like, it's fine to try to get in it.
Yeah,
If we try to destroy it, the countdown goes down, and then we burn up instantly and die.
Yeah.
I love how we're in endgame now, so everything is just like, you died.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like real choose your own adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just like Dark Souls.
Wow, just like Dark Souls. This is kind of the Dark Souls of choose your own adventure, if you think about it.
It's kind of the Dark
Believe
Souls
me,
of
there
Sonic
is
the Hedgehog.
There is a Dark Souls of choose your own adventure. I think it...
Is it the Dark Souls
back,
choose your own
I said
adventure?
it was...
I hope so.
Yeah, a long time ago, like, near the beginning of the podcast, I said these were made by White Wolf. They were not made by White Wolf, but White Wolf had a similar thing, which of CYOAs that were essentially meant to be single-player RPG campaigns, and those were like comically difficult. If you followed the rules.
That's incredible.
I love making your choose your own adventure game like incredibly difficult and obtuse.
Yeah.
No one gets to play this.
Mm-hmm. Sonic leaps onto the gantry, with Tails close behind. It's a long climb, but they reach the entrance of the rocket with seconds to spare. They dive in, and the door slams shut behind them. From the outside, they hear the last stages of the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a blast. Did you know, inquires Tails. Did you know, inquires Tails, that films invented rocket countdowns? The scientists really used count-ups, but countdowns was... Fuck, I'm going into Australia again.
Why does Tails know this?
He knows a lot of random shit in this one.
He's autistic.
Like, Tails sounds like me.
Let me try a different British little boy voice. Did you know, inquires Tails, that films invented rocket countdowns? The scientists really used count-ups, but countdowns were more exciting. There is a rumble below them, and the rocket lifts off, gaining speed and height. The animals are passed against the metal floor, their faces pulled out of shape by the G-forces. Slowly, things return.
Are you guys
to normal.
imagining that they flatten into like little pancakes?
Yeah, I'm imagining the like G-force thing where like they're like air's flowing through their cheeks, you know?
Yeah. Almost like they're on loop 3 of the euthanasia coaster.
Mm-hmm. They've got 5 out of 5 on like the game's radar rating scale.
Have you seen the Sonic Devon, have you seen the Sonic post of like Sonic just like grinding on rails, and they show like he's like, this is easy, and then it shows that it's a fucking euthanasia roller coaster.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
This shit's easy.
I think Sonic could survive it. He would be able to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, he would survive it, and then Tails would die trying it, and he would be like, I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, just do it better.
Skill issue.
Just do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic's a skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue.
Oh my god, Hugh and Shadow would race through the euthanasia coaster.
No!
You know, that's basically just Final Rush.
Shadow, in the, 8th loop of the euthanasia culture, calling him a beta male.
Fuck.
Where the fuck was I? Here we go. Slowly, things return to normal, and they run to a porthole. The rocket's takeoff has burnt up most of Robotnik's base. A small dot takes off from the blazing ruin and zooms away, trailing smoke. Robotnik in his Egomatic. I hope you crash! Sonic yells at him and turns to Tails. Now we've got to work out how to stop this rocket from delivering the emeralds. Our heroes can search the rocket or open the hatch. I wonder what would happen if
flying around the Earth and just dropping an emerald into discrete areas.
Yeah, tactically dropping emeralds wherever. I don't know. This is a stupid fucking plan.
Fortunate sun playing in the background the whole time.
I'm gonna go with search the rocket because open the hatch sounds like
let's see what happens if we open the hatch.
I get an option.
You do, but you have to have a combined strength thing.
Oh yeah, you have to roll on their combined strength to beat a 12, and that means I would have to roll a 6. I could,
Okay,
cheat.
So I would just like to once again. I'm going to assume we fail, and I'm going to cheat. If we do use our combined strength to open the hatch, it is a game over again.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's like, oh yeah.
You open the hatch and then you both just fall out.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, really? I had no idea that opening a fucking hatch on a rocket would be a bad idea.
The hatch opens as the slipstream of air rushing past outside sucks the heroes out of the rocket. They tumble downwards, watching the rocket zoom away. It doesn't matter where they land, the Chaos Emeralds will be spread across Mobius and Robotnik will control the planet somehow. Oh dear. Somehow is an editorialization.
I wish it was in there, though. I wish that the writer who made this was like, I didn't even figure out how this works. That's up to you.
If they search the rocket, that's better.
Yeah, page 180.
Open the hatch is one of the options again.
Yeah,
that's
I see
great. I love that.
They really
Let's just open the door on the speeding rocket. What could happen?
The nose of the rocket doesn't have much in it. The hatch and 2 machines. One is a computer with a screen and a joystick. The other is a strange device attached to the rocket's hull, like a big grenade launcher or a bomb rack. There's a panel on the side, which Tails pops open. Inside are the Chaos Emeralds. Should we operate the computer, open the hatch, or jettison the Chaos Emeralds?
I feel like the last one's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, let's just drop them on a Mobius, huh?
Yeah, just do that. Just do it anyways,
Maybe when the villain says what I really want is to drop the emeralds on the Mobius. I wonder if I could just drop them on the Mobius.
Yeah. Let's
computer time.
So we should open the hatch.
No.
Operate the computer. Page 100. Yeah, page 177. Sonic stands over the keyboard. There is no password, just a menu showing choices. Sonic zips through them. Can it play?
Fucking Tails says, does it got games?
Yeah. Can it play Cosmic Invaders too? Asks Tails.
Tails says you got games on your phone?
Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, in a time where we didn't have phones, kids like me had to play games on the computer. And a lot of the time those games were things like Minesweeper and Pipe Dream.
I was tearing it up at Solitaire every time I visited my grandma's house.
Or that arcade, that pinball.
Oh, 3D.
Oh yeah, I fucking
pinball.
tore it up on that pinball.
That was the cream of the crop.
Anyways, Tails is kind of like an iPad baby in the story, huh?
Yeah. No! Shut up and let me operate this thing, snaps the Hedgehog. Before long, he has called up the menu he wants. There are 4 choices.
Movie facts. He asks if that phone got games on it. He's kind of an iPad baby.
Yeah. There are 4 choices. Which does he choose? Self-destruct, open the hatch, change the rocket's course, or jettison the Chaos Emeralds. That's great.
By the way, jettisoning the Chaos Emerald, like, it is a game over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how it doesn't matter where you drop them. Apparently, they just need dropped.
Yeah, they just need to be dropped.
Robotnik wants to spread them around for no reason.
He just wants to spread his seed. I mean, his emeralds.
Yeah. Exactly. So I guess
I can't believe Robotnik's about to impregnate the Earth with his chaos energy.
Yeah. He'll a beautiful guy in submarine or whatever. Change the rocket's course. Page 246. The screen changes to show a map of Mobius. Choose new destination, it reads. Sonic moves to the crosshairs over the maw. I assume that means like yaw or something, with the joystick. But he really doesn't want to land the Chaos Emeralds anywhere on his homeworld. What happens if you move it out to space? Suggests Tails. Sonic tries it, and the map changes to a star chart.
Why would Robotnik program this rocket to be able to fly into space?
I don't... should I put in the Mario Wahoo or the Klonoa Wahoo? Well, Mario's more of a Yahoo. I gotta make it... So... He whoops. How far away should we send this thing? As far as possible, says Tails. I've got a better idea, says Sonic. Let's send them to Ross on Space Station Erie. He can put them back in the warp...
Is Ross still alive?
Maybe. Maybe the dead one was maybe the one that had a guy burst out of him was a different one. Or maybe
no, I thought it was Ross.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
I don't remember.
You know?
Also, I wouldn't really trust going back to that space station after one of those robots had a chest burster come out of him.
Yeah. Well, that was Robotnik's
I'd be like, I don't know, place might be tainted.
But, he could put...
Now we can do some stuff like jettisoning shit, and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, I'm about to hit jettison.
He can put them back in the works of confusion and guard them as well. He moves.
I would like to point out, jettison does not do anything good.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I think open the hatch is actually what I was thinking of. But yeah. True.
He moves
because otherwise you blow up, and I think blowing up Sonic and Tails is a bad idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Controversial statement, but
it would require the game to end.
I don't know. I'd like to debate you on that one.
Oh damn.
Yeah. This is. You know, they say, like, games with multiple endings, sometimes there can be, like, philosophical reasons to choose them.
Yeah, this is kind of like the Detroit Become Human of Sonic games.
Yeah, maybe it's worth killing Sonic and Tails so no one else has the fucking
emeralds. We have to make a strong moral choice of, whether or not we want...
Just let the police beat you.
Yeah. He can put the... Oh, right. He moves the crosshairs over the blimp marking the space station on the map and presses the button. New designations registered, reads the title screen. Make next choice. Self-destruct, open hatch, jettison Chaos Emeralds.
I guess
let's just open that fucking hatch.
Yeah, that seems to be the one. Page 221. The hatch pops open with a whoosh, and the rush of wind outside pulls all the loose objects, including Sonic and Tails, out through the gap and into midair. The rocket shoots away from them, still headed towards the edge of the atmosphere and into space. The planet is so far below them that it looks like a map, but it's getting closer at an alarming rate. Grab my paw! Shouts Tails. I'll use my tails as a helicopter to land us safely. Sonic falls towards his friend and grabs his outstretched arm. Save me from this fall! He shouts above roaring of the wind. And you'll be a true hero, not a sidekick anymore! Tails whirs his twin tails, but either Sonic is too heave, or the air is this high up is too
heave.
Too heave.
Too heave. Or the air this high up is too thin to carry him. They keep falling. Does Tails have a parachute? Yes or no?
Did he pick one? I mean, let's just say yeah.
Yeah, because, well...
I actually looked to no, and, like, they can still win with no.
Hey, we do have, we each have 3 rings.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, it does look like it's just got added context. Let me just see. Oh, that's fun. Okay, if I'm reading this right. Yeah, so, which do you think would be funnier? They get hurt and survive because they have rings, or they have a parachute and use the parachute?
I like the idea of falling, get hurt, only because it's so funny to jump out of a rocket and then just smash into the ground full force.
Yeah.
And then just kind of get up like, that was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up if true.
Wow.
Whoa! Sonic shouts as he hurtles toward the ground. Whoa! Tails yells, not to be outdone. Whoa! Hold on, this is stupid, shouts Sonic. Which zone are we falling towards? It's the Green Hill Zone! Tails shouts. Trees and waterfalls! I hope we don't land on anyone we know! They slam into the ground at several hundred meters per second, and lose all the rings they're carrying. If either of them have no rings, they lose their life. If it was their last life, it's game over. So near, yet so far. If not, they're back in the Green Hill Zone, although badly hurt. Continue. Oh my god, that's great.
His name's Porker Lewis, right?
Yeah, Porker Lewis, like Parker Lewis.
It's not Porker Harris?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Parker Lewis.
Porker Harris?
Oh.
Let me just see.
Well then, we got a big storm coming.
Then who is this?
Parker Lewis can't lose. Yep, this is perfectly, this fits in. Parker Lewis Can't Lose is an American teen sitcom that originally aired on Fox from September 1990 to June 1993. Yeah, I've heard about it. I heard about it one time on a podcast. I think they said it was basically just a ripoff of Ferris Bueller's Day Off in TV show form. Anyways, let's finish this story.
So I have something tragic to say.
Yeah?
This whole time we've been calling him Porker Lewis.
Yeah?
Every time he's referred to in-game, it's Porker Harris.
Oh my god.
Well, that's because in the comics he's Porker Lewis.
Why is he Porker
Yeah, this is
Harris?
a different guy.
Parker Harris. Yeah, maybe there's just like a miscommunication.
They're like, damn, what's a pun?
Yeah, this is
joke?
just. Yeah, I guess in this one he's Porker Harris. Whatever.
He got married. It's fine.
Porker Kamala Harris.
No.
Porker Kamala Harris. That's great. Yeah, that's gonna be the title. Porker Kamala Harris Zone.
God, Vice President Porker Harris.
Vice President Porker Kamala Harris, yeah. Right,
so fucking gonna open up the book again to read this last page. The two heroes pick themselves up and brush the dust and grass off their gloves and knees. Sonic shields his eyes with his hands and looks around. It's weird, he says. There's no sign of all the construction that was going on when we left. no ugly buildings, no stupid roads, no bulldozers, no robots, no television, no Robotnik Broadcasting Company.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about.
It's them! Comes a shout from the edge of the woods, and Sonic and Tails friends rush out to greet them. So what happened? Tails asks. The Robotnik Broadcasting Company went off the air about an hour ago and we all woke up, replies Porker Harris. At first, we all thought we were somewhere else, but Chirps remembered what had been going on. So, where are the buildings and roads? Sonic asks. Well, all the equipment was lying around, and that stuff is even better at taking buildings apart than it is at putting them together, says Porker. Porker says a little sheepishly. Chainsaws, jackhammers, pneumatic drills, you know.
They did it so fast.
Dynamite,
yeah, it
too.
kind of feels like the writers just remembered at one point that there was supposed to be a bunch of construction going on. They're like, nah.
Yeah, they forgot about that plot line. Oh, but well, let's get back to
it. It was
that.
all fixed. It's fine.
Yeah. Dynamite, too, adds Johnny Lightfoot. That was fun. So everything's back to normal? Tails asks. His pals all nodded. The bad guys have been defeated, the Chaos Emeralds are safely on their way back to the Warps of Confusion, and our home is safe again. You know what that means, Tails? Asks Sonic. It means we can watch Mobzilla fight outer space monsters from Planet Z as many times as we like!
Oh,
The
God.
fox replies ecstatically. Anyone want to come with us? Everyone bring food, we'll have a party, Sally cries. And they do.
Mobzilla fights outer space monsters from Planet Z.
I love that Mob Psycho season.
You know, says Sonic. Sonic says later that evening, after the last of the snacks had been eaten and everyone else had gone home. Traveling around the world to save hapless civilizations from ruthless tyrants and ultimate evil is all very well, but there's nothing like spending time with your friends. Don't you agree, Tails?
Did we save any civilizations?
I mean, I don't know if we...
I want to run through the things we did. We came up on some tribal pigs, and they were like, hey, help us get our people back from the Crocs. And we said, yeah, sure. And then we got there and we saw a teleporter and we immediately said, bye.
Yeah,
And then we went to the Land of Cats and helped start a revolution. Mm-hmm. But then the moment we saw the emerald, we said, bye.
Yeah. This is the solution to all white savior narratives. Just have your character fuck off and go do something else.
Yeah, just hit the bricks almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. They ran into spies. They ran into monkeys.
Fucking Tails just dicked around with some monkeys.
Yeah.
And I think some penguins?
There might...
Yeah. And then they went into space at some point.
They went into space, watched a guy get chest bursted.
Yeah, went through like a space battle, and then we're on a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What civilizations did we, like, unseat from... I guess you could say the cats, but...
I guess you could technically define groups of people existing as civilizations.
Yeah, I guess like Sonic's friends.
Yeah.
Zit.
I don't feel like any of those people are asking, damn, where'd those saviors go? I think they were just like, what the fuck was that?
Zit, the fox replies. He's fast asleep, slumped in front of the television. Sonic looks at him and yawns himself. Adventuring is tiring work.
I'm yawning.
Sonic lies down next to his friend, safe at home, at last, and goes to sleep. Congratulations! Scoring your adventure! Sonic and Tails get 100 points for every Chaos Emerald they managed to recover during the adventure. Add another 100 points for every life that they had left, and 1 point for every ring they were carrying when they reached page 300. Make sure to leave a comment with your high score on Retro Reading Time. I assume that was added by the website. Retro Reading Time is where I got this
from.
I don't even remember how many Chaos Emeralds we got.
I think we got like 2.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how many lives we had left, considering we just kind of quietly said, that didn't happen a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that means,
Maybe like 1.
600.
Let's just give us a score of 420.
800, yeah, 800, and we don't have to worry about any of the rings, because we ran out at the end. Because we didn't have
we fucking hit
parachute.
the ground.
Yeah, I saw that if we did pick parachute, there was like a bonus zone and you could collect more rings.
Uh-huh. I appreciate...
That's so fucking funny.
I appreciate Retro Reading Time for their efforts in archiving this work, and also trying to encourage community activity.
But howdy, what the hell happened with all these links?
Yeah, but maybe you guys should have quietly let this one die.
No.
I think it's fine, but maybe...
I think it's good.
Maybe they could have, like, put, like, I don't know if, like, things got disorganized, or if this was just how the book was originally printed, but
or maybe they should have had an editor look at it.
Yeah, maybe just, like, fix the... Hell, for all I know, there could be an updated version of this that has working links, but, either way, I'd give this a solid 2 out of 5 bags of popcorn. And 1 soda.
I give it a solid 4 out of 5 for being kind of like a descent into madness.
I gotta say, yeah, it is quite a descent into madness. But
I
hey.
give it like 2 tails out of 5.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So that wraps that up. How far into the recording are we? About an hour.
We're an hour.
Take. Yeah.
We did it.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll and see what we're gonna talk about next week. That is a 5. I think that's Sonic X. Let me make sure.
Oh, thank God.
Sonic X. It's Sonic X. We're gonna finally finish Season 1 of Sonic X. Hi, this is Dan from the present saying, no we're not! I lost the recording for episode 120, so instead we will be covering our final backlogged episode on Sonic Mania. The first half of Sonic Mania. After that, well, you'll find out. But we'll finish covering Sonic Mania, but there's more plans that you'll find out soon.
Cool.
So look forward to that. Let me think. Is there anything... Oh, you know what? It's been a while since I did this. I'm gonna grab the encyclopedia and read off a section.
Oh yeah, we don't have questions. Might as well.
It's the way this is written might not be great for reading aloud, but I can find something to talk about. I think this is where we talked about last time. I think we talked about we definitely talked about Sonic the Fighters in the past.
Yep.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the next page after that. That's the 16-bit version. Let me see if there's anything worth noting. Because I do think... Oh, you know what? Yeah. Sonic 2. At first I misread this, but... Let me see. The sequel that did everything bigger and better than what came before. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was also packaged with many new Genesis consoles as a holiday promotional deal, spreading the hype and exposure of the little blue hedgehog. While there are more zones this time around, most are shortened to 2 acts. The special stage can now be accessed via the star post checkpoints with tiny rings, blah 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 blah. Let me see. That's talking about mechanics, we know this. Anything interesting? Oh, the game was originally to include time travel, with various versions of the zone being visited,
this idea was used instead in Sonic CD. I remember talking about that, like that there was like some really high concept stuff in play. Miles, new faces. Miles Tails Prower. Sonic's perpetual protege debuts here, flying in whenever Sonic leaves him behind. Normally, he's computer controlled, but a second player can turn him into an invaluable and nigh immortal support unit. We got some animals. We got Becky the bear, Walkie the monkey, Lockie the bald eagle, Talkie the turtle, Mickey the rat, not spelt that way. There's no E in his name. He debuted in the restored version of Hidden Palace Zone, that from like the 2013 mobile game port. That is a really neat port. Like that, it restored stuff, it added stuff. It was developed by Christian Whitehead. It was the foot in the door that would lead to Sonic Mania. It's a surprisingly robust port. I think it even like includes a bunch of other stuff as well. It's neat. Yeah, you know what? I'm looking through this. I could read another section, maybe. I remember. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just looking at there's the 16-bit page. There's Sonic CD. Let me see. I'll read some more bios. From Sonic CD, Amy Rose, Sonic's self-declared girlfriend. At this point in her career, she is more of a fangirl and less of an adventurer. Her signature Pico Pico hammer is a mere squeaky toy, and she's helpless when Metal Sonic kidnaps her. She'll grow up a great deal when she returns in Sonic Adventure. Metal Sonic. Dr. Eggman's answer to the nature's perfect hero. His monocoque titanium frame is accented with enhanced blue metal Tektite cowling. His main CPU is a LIPS AI Eggman, run by 3 Dr. Eggman custom chips running fuzzy logical operations that use pseudoneural connections for transmission. His sub-CPU holds 5 Neo Super FX DSP chips for power control, while 8 Next Risk Chip 3s processes vision. While his specifications and skill change from game to game, he has the speed and ferocity to match Sonic. Looking through the... Sonic Chaos. I don't think we talked about this one ever. Sonic Chaos was one of the Game Gear games. Let's see, is there anything fun? Oh yeah, you can play as Tails in this one. Tails basically is like the easy mode of that game. Yeah, he gets more lives, he gets more continues, but he doesn't get the rocket shoes or hunt
I would
for
love
Chaos
for a
Emeralds.
game to make Tails the extreme hard mode of a game.
Yeah.
You start it, they're just like, he's just a fucking baby.
It's just a baby.
Yeah. Let me see. Not much of a story to go through here. Any fun tricks? Sonic Spinball. Let me see. Is there anything I want to mention? Oh. Hey. Did you know some of the characters that Sonic rescues during the bonus stages of Sonic Spinball originated in the Saturday morning cartoon that was airing at the time? This series, referred to as SAT-M by diehard fans, wouldn't be acknowledged in the games again until Sonic Chronicles. Yeah, they were in like the special stages. I think it was like Sally and maybe Rotor. Maybe Antoine was there. Fun stuff.
I love that it wasn't mentioned again into fucking Sonic Chronicles of all things.
Yeah, Sonic Chronicles is very in touch, weirdly in touch with the 90s cartoons and comics.
And that's why it's the best game.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for us to have to spend a horrible amount of time on it later.
Yeah, eventually we will. I do think that when it comes time, I'm gonna, like, pull up Bobby Schroeder's playthrough. I did find out she does have the VODs up on her YouTube. Let's see, we got Sonic Drift. You know what? Let me just make sure we're not too deep into recording. Sonic Drift. This was something we skipped over as well. It was a Super Mario Kart style racing game for the, for the Game Gear. There were two of them. You could play as Amy and Eggman, and later on, Fang.
Do they make Sonic drive a car, or can he just run?
Oh, he's driving a car for sure. He's driving a car.
They should have just made him run.
Mm-hmm. He's riding the Cyclone, which I think is in that one racing game we covered, or not racing game we covered. It was in Sonic. Oh, you know what? This is a perfect time for me to talk about Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Let me see. I want to see if there's a page on that. But Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is a surprisingly good racing game that Sega released in the early 2010s. It gained a surprising amount of traction because I think this was actually still the era of the Wii, but it was like a really well-designed racing game with a lot of weird decisions. There's like all these fucking characters that are from games nobody's played. There's some of the it includes crossover characters like the Team Fortress mercenaries. It has real life racing star Danica Patrick. It has fucking right. There was DLC that had the Yogs cast. It was quite a game. I highly recommend it. I think it's still on Steam. It's still playable, but it doesn't run very well on modern systems.
Is it playable then?
It is playable. It's just that the multiplayer is dog shit.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just skimming through these pages. I don't see a page on Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, sadly. But it was funny thinking about it. Is there anything else I want to, like, really quickly cover? Let's see. Okay. You got Sonic 3. We covered that on the podcast. Just going through these pages, because we've got time. Sonic and Knuckles, nothing big there. I might, you know what, I'll read the bio for Knuckles, and I think we can end on that.
Okay, I was like, I'm getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, I'm getting a little rambly here. Knuckles the Echidna. The lone occupant of Angel Island is swift, powerful, and the last of his kind. Knuckles debuted
dumb as shit.
Dumb as shit. Knuckles debuted in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and used his knowledge of the island to spring traps on Sonic and Tails. A lifetime alone left the gullible Guardian vulnerable to deception, and Dr. Eggman didn't hesitate to turn Knuckles against the Doctor's own enemies. Knuckles shares Sonic speed, spin jump, and spin dash. He also has a glide that lets him descend slowly or bypass whole sections of an act. His spiked knuckles bash open badniks, smash down barriers that Sonic can't scratch, and allow him to climb almost any sheer surface. When playing through the combined Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Knuckles encounters many new routes and bosses. Sometimes the changes are small, and other times entire acts are different. While his campaign is arguably more challenging, it's notably shorter. His Hidden Palace Zone is a simple corridor, and Sky Sanctuary is his final boss encounter. Yeah. Alright. I think that's a good place to finish off on. Let's go to plugs. I'm Dan. You can find me a lot of places. You can find them at biggerchallenge.card.co. That includes my other podcast that's active right now, Pot of Greed. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We are making our way through Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. We finished, since our last recording, we finished the back half of the Monkey Adventure. And I don't know what's happening next. They kind of ended it on the cliffhanger of them finishing the monkey duel, about to do the final attack. And next I think it's supposed to be another duel. Maybe Jack's there, and maybe it's Yusei. Possibly
who
even
knows who it could be.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. Visit my Tumblr.
Maybe Jaden Yuki shows up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I do look forward to when we eventually cover Bonds Beyond Time, which
maybe they all do a team attack.
Yeah, maybe they all do a team attack. But yeah. Pot agreed. There's my Tumblr, Bigger Challenge, my co-host, Big Challenges. That's it for me. Move on to, Morg. Where can we find you?
You can find me at, Haunting the Morg on Tumblr and Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find me, at Gengar on co-host. I should post there more. I keep forgetting. You can also find me on my other podcasts, Forward ReZero, a ReZero Watch podcast, and I almost said the name of this podcast. Woo! Check out This Guy, a podcast where we talk about OCs. I think the most recent one that's out, and watch me say that as something else comes out, but is, maybe I shouldn't say, because I'm realizing it's going to be a while, but I don't know, I was just, like, very excited, because I was talking about my, my character from, the Fellowship game that I'm in with Dan, and I love them, so.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
And I love Treble, and I could keep talking about them. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Devon, let's go.
Listeners, you can find me outside your window wearing a mask and overalls and slipping into the darkness. Or you could find me on Tumblr at Jazz Dumpster, or you can find me on another podcast called We Rate Queerbait, a show where we explore the blurry lines between homies and homos. Next, latest episode to be released, I think, is the episode on secession. An episode where we talk about what if you were a Republican but also gay?
Yeah. They're not good people, and
they're not good people, and it's really fun to watch.
It's
like looking at a train wreck.
Were you able to find out who got a kiss from Daddy?
No one got a kiss from Daddy. He died on a fucking plane.
Oh no! God damn.
He died saying none of you will be kissed.
Wow.
Actually, sorry, there was a guy who got a kiss from Daddy, and it was the fail husband of Shiv Roy.
Wow.
Failed ex-husband of Shiv Roy. He said, I like you.
Wow. That's beautiful.
I know. It's a tragic tale.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, you can find us on Tumblr, Twitter, co-host, on co-host as well, and, at, noisepace.xyz. Noisepace.xyz is a podcasting network with a lot of great shows on it, including, this ones that have already been mentioned in these plugs, and this week's alphabetical shout-out, Fantastic Satisfaction. Hello to all the geeks and gamers out there. Fantastic Satisfaction is an actual play podcast using Dungeon World. We never opened the rulebook. Season 1 was hosted by Brooks and Eddie and Kim. And the second season, which I think only ever had 2 episodes, was hosted by, let me see. Oh, I think
Roy was in that.
Yeah, Roy was in it as well. I think it's, let me see, Eddie, Kim, Brooks, and Roy. Neat. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, unfortunately it ended. The last episode came out in 2020. January 31st, 2020, which is a surprising aspect of it. It ended because of it ended before COVID. Before COVID came to the West.
COVID killed it.
Yeah.
I think also just the hosts are extremely busy now.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty busy people. I understand the struggle of working on an AP. I'm pretty sure we've still never finished editing the last episode of the Pot of Greed actual play we did.
I was in an actual play podcast that never got released for Summer Twilight Book Club.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
Wait, where I played Alice Cullen.
Yo.
And I'm so sad they never ended up releasing the episodes. I mean, it part of it, like the whole podcast just kind of stopped, which is too bad, and is why I fucking ended up moving on to a different Twilight podcast because I can't help myself apparently.
Morg, I'm not joking. I was listening to 3 Plots 1 Book because you suggested it, and I was saying that the whole time, being like, man, I really miss Summer Twilight Book Club.
Summer Twilight Book Club's so good.
I was thinking about Bella Swan's car crash fetish all fucking day.
I'm always thinking about fucking Bella Swan car crash fetish. God damn it.
I've never listened to Summer Twilight Book Club, and I think but I remember looking at the feed and seeing that episode title.
It's so fucking good. Bella thinks a lot about what if you got into a car crash and how cool that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I mean, I know it's like on permanent hiatus, but listen to Summer Twilight Book Club, listen to 3 Books 1 Plot, listen to, what is it? Twihard. What is it called?
Live Free, Twihard?
Live Free, Twihard, yeah.
Yeah, listen to Live Free, Twihard.
Just find a, fucking...
Listen to Shriek Shack's
Twilight
coverage of Twilight.
The thing about Twilight is that listening to people try to decipher Twilight is just mwah.
I've only ever read the first book, and that was like a decade ago, but or longer. It was longer than that. But
when I was in its peak, the most I interacted with it was I went with my brother and my mom, who read all the books, to go see the second movie because I heard it had werewolves in it, and I was like, hell yeah! And then it turned out they were just big CGI dogs, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm not getting anything from this.
But they're cool, big, weird. They're cool, this big isn't nearly CGI dogs.
Yeah, they're just big dogs, though. I can go see a big dog anywhere.
Yeah,
so
this isn't nearly as sexually gratifying as I hoped it would be.
Yeah, I was like fucking 14. I was like, I wanted something from this. Y'all keep saying this is sexy.
Yeah.
So Drew.
Now I'm just looking at fucking Edward Cullen's weird nipple as he opens his shirt into the sunlight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's good.
This came from because I was in an unreleased interstitial actual play, but I'm glad this came out. God.
Let's see. I also wanted to shout out a podcast on my feed. This alphabetical shout out is Barking Point's Memo. I haven't listened to it in a long time, couple years, but I did used to listen to it. It is it's a It's a leftist politics podcast hosted by furries. I don't know if who's still on it or not. I don't know who the current cast is. Maybe it's all the same people, maybe it isn't. I do know one of them made an X-Men RPG called what was it?
Exceptionals?
Yeah, Exceptionals. Yeah. Which fucking rules. I also want to shout out the title for the most recent episode to come out on September 15th, about like a week or like 2 weeks ago. Episode 155, Diarrhea Cube.
You would hate to be in the Diarrhea Cube.
No one wants to be in the Diarrhea Cube.
No.
No one wants to be in the Diarrhea Cube. But who would you put in the Diarrhea Cube?
You know, I don't think I want to put anyone. Even someone I hate. Like, I feel
I'd rather
like
them just die or something. Like, they don't need to be suffering through that.
Come on, live a little. Throw someone into that Diarrhea Cube.
Yeah, maybe I could throw...
My default answer for this kind of thing is, like, Henry Kissinger.
It would be extremely funny to throw.
Yeah, Henry Kissinger shouldn't die, but he should be imprisoned in the Diarrhea Cube.
It'll preserve him forever. Or something.
Thus rendering the podcast Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die Not a Threat, Just a Fact inert.
Yeah.
But also infinitely funnier.
True.
But yeah.
Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to be in the Diarrhea Cube.
So, yeah. I think that about wraps things up. Let's see, I'm
Good to know we finished the Choose Your Own Adventure about 30 minutes ago, and we spent the last, 28 talking about Diarrhea Cubes and also Twilight.
Yeah. Wheel spinning. Maybe I'll cut down on some of that wheel spinning, but...
No, it must all be kept.
Alright. Well, until next time, Sonic the Hedgehog is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
He's the... only blue life that matters.
The only one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.